Or when will I ever use this in real life? These are questions frequently asked by high school students or even ourselves at some point. I know I did as a student, and I recognize with these questions. I can remember choosing two of the same classes because no electives were hardly available. As a young adult, I wanted to get ahead. I was not given the opportunity to learn how to manage my money or how credit worked. And there is no way I would ever learn about proper nutrition or cooking a meal. However, if I wanted to learn trigonometry or advanced biology, for some reason, that was not an issue. If you haven't guessed it yet, today I'll be addressing our current problem and pertaining to lack of common sense in life skills classes in our public schooling system. We will look at some of the causes of the problem and go over how life skills classes can help kids with basic skills that can be useful in everyday lives, no matter what career path they may choose or pursue after high school. Some of these skills classes that are not offered in most public schooling systems include classes like home economics or credit management. These types of classes are very basic and outdated, but are still very important to parents and students even today in our society. Jenny, a concerned parent, said in the magazine's Parents for Change in 2018, "I just want my kids to know basic things like how to change their oil in their cars or cook a nutritious meal once they go out for college." Jenny, like most parents, are concerned about their child's well-being in life after high school. She feels that the current setup does not cover the basics needed to live for kids to live on their own. This is not a surprise for us that parents are worried about their child's education. But what do today's kids have to say about it? A concerned high school student, Kelly Kay, said in the S1 Times newspaper, "In this year, a life skills course would prove handy for all career choices. Even if those topics were as simple as ironing clothes or changing a car tire, it would help all students." Even some high schoolers are seeing this problem in their own education. They're finding that they have more academic classes that are specifically centered around one topic and less common sense general classes. Like me, you're probably thinking high schools used to have an array of basic skills learning curriculum. So what are the causes of this problem? Well, we see more and more schools are trying to push advanced academic classes on students to better prepare them for harder courses needed to complete throughout college careers. In a journal titled, "It is up to schools to teach our students basic life skills," on February 27th of 2019, education specialist Lauren Barak says, "Adding home economics classes into a curriculum is a choice administrators could consider to ensure their students have all the abilities they may need when they graduate. Not just academic ones, though. It seems like in this day and age that basic classes are overlooked and make way for other highly developed courses that are most often useless in the real world. It is also sad to say that stereotypes have gotten the best of us in the past few years. Some of these stereotypes destroying a basic yet important part of our education. In an article about why home economics is not taught in schools by Gail Bradford, an experienced teacher, says, "Home economics was removed from schools because it was seen as simply cooking and sewing, which most people thought could be learned at home. With an emphasis on advanced academics and high test scores, it was not seen worthy of the time in curriculum. It was not seen as a worthy time in curriculum." Did you know that about 69% of students from the class of this last year in 2018 took out student loans, graduating with an average debt balance of $29,000, according to Student Loan Hero in 2018. I don't know about you, but I think we need more classes like money management or home economics more than ever to deal with the growing debt problem that our young adults face every day. Taking this into consideration, we can't help but ask the questions, where do we go from here? And what are some actions that we can take to fix this problem? We know that there is strength in numbers, so we need a sudden push from our communities to support the need for more classes that teach these useful skills young adults need in the real world. We need to convince our administrators and school board representatives of the importance of this problem. It is your responsibility to talk to your local high school and step up for our students. Marty Harvey, a lecturer at the University of Texas in Arlington for Community Voices in The Columnist, says in 2018, yes, English, history, algebra, and science are important, but what are they good for if you don't know how to cook dinner or how to figure out how a FICO score affects your credit? As we look back on the ideas presented today, I want everyone to visualize the future. Public education is the future. The kids that we raise today are tomorrow's leaders. When I think of the future, I don't want to think about a dysfunctional and chaotic world. I don't want to see the kids today struggle as adults after high school. I hope everyone can agree with me that there is a serious problem that our society faces today. I believe that it is clear that we need to change. At this point, it doesn't really matter what caused this mess. It only matters what we can do to resolve it. I strongly encourage everyone to use their constitutional right of freedom of speech. Even a small ripple can have huge effects. Let's make tomorrow a better place.